Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. At their own 17-yard line.
Get set. 18. 51. Mike 51. 51. You got nothing today.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Undercrush.
Out of the gun, Watson out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 25, check 25, check 25. Back, down, let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away. And the catch made by Hopkins. 23 yards, the final tally. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They try right side here, Gurley. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go. Shoot! 59! Let's go!
It's complete to Fuller. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line.
Tonight, 20. Rabbit. Rush in. Rush in.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago. Zach Cunningham.
We're going to work. We're going to work.
Cut! Block 20!
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son! You gonna see me in your nightmares!
Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3!
What's that?
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a third-round pick on him, but it was Phillip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup.
I got him, I got him!
3rd and 2, gone. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. This is fielded at the 7.
The Texans take over.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 11-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
12. Hey, Shell.
After the interception, here's Gall. He's going to go up top, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Freeman a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Texans 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Texans take over.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. 25 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Good attack. Great T. 50 points down. He's coming.
Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Out, go.
On first down, it's Gurley. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Checked up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson forced out to his left. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 19th touchdown now on the season, and the Texans have retaken the lead.
When we draw defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Switch.
Super one.
Riddick with a carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Value three.
Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Here we go.
Hey, wahoo!
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Let's go, D.
He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Hireman. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down, Denver. That's the end of the
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
.41 Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
From the 38, Goff. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
180.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
We go, Todd. 180. Shell.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Hey, Zoo.
951. Come on.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
You better talk to your boy.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
35.
Check nickel. Tighten up.
Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Ready? Check three. Check, crunch.
From the gun, Watson steps away to his left. It's complete to Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Texans first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, 59.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, motion backfield.
54 is down. He's coming.
Watch that.
He's coming.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. An update from Buffalo. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Let's go, fellas.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Super one. Hey, kill.
41's coming. 41's a mic.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right here, 41 Mike. Hey, check. Whip.
Here's Freeman.
Run.
He's got room to run past the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. They call a run on 3rd and a mile. Not only do they convert, but they tack on some yards at the end of it, too.
They went against what anyone would think would be a tendency, which is you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and a mile, right? But instead they decide to run the football because sometimes what you get is the defense is playing a little bit lighter.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Goff.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Yo, 120.
I got it. Watch safety creeping.
On 3rd down, Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. This drive has essentially belonged to one man. He's over the half-century mark on this drive carrying the football.
And you know what I'm enjoying about watching him run the football? He's not tapping the top of his helmet saying, "Give me a break." He's in sync right now. He feels good. He just wants the ball more so he can continue to do what we've been seeing.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Broncos 14, Texans 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
51's the mic. Let's go.
Let's go.
To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
49, check 49, check 49.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, 31!
Hatch it.
26!
The final shot before the break, Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Check 41.
On 1st and 10, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me?
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And the Broncos first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Texans take over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On day.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson, he's going to loft this one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Again, it's Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, tonight. 180.
I got one.
DC.
41 Mike, right here. 41
From the gun, here's Gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hey, watch the slant.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in the... This third quarter.
Hey, 180.
Mike. Yeah. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman.
I got him.
A gain of 3, second down.
That's it, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
DC.
I'm going to come back to you.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Denver.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
5.
Kill. Joker.
Ric Flair.
Hey, alert 3.
Freeman. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
I know you feel that.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Again, they'll run to Freeman.
Run, go!
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Out to the flat for Reddick. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now Reddick. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Value 3, value 3. Check, go, 12, let's go.
Check, lucky.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, I got him. That's me.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike 41, Mike.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. SOS. SOS.
On 1st down, Watson on the move to his left. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
45, check Mike 45.
I'm coming. Slam. Watch twist.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson rolling to his left. He gets this one to Johnson.
Let's go.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6.
Let's go, heavy.
Line up.
What you got, heavy?
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Check 31.
Adam Gotsis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Under 10, 10. Quick the edge, quick the edge.
Hey, kill.
41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check that.
After the interception, he's gone. He's letting it fly for Cook. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Good job, offense. Good job.
Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Check the outs, check the outs. Mike 30, that's it. 34, scoot.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Kill.
Check the backer.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
36. Slam.
On 2nd and 10, Watson flushed out right. Going deep here for Stills. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Get ready.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
59. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Get ready.
Watson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Pick 6 all day.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Let's get off the field.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Switch.
Freeman again.
Run, 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 run.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun. Gone. He's letting it fly for... It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
All day, dog.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you.
Throwing again is Watson. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself caught.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Hut, 180. DC, DC.
He's not going to get me. Slam, slam, slam.
Turbo set.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
41's the mic. 41.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 41. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 41's coming. 41's the mic.
Tula.
Let's see what you got.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Exit.
Turbo set.
A shotgun snap for gone. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.